We don't know when Christ will be back. We don't know when that will happen. No one knows the day, the time, the hour. He told us just to be ready. He told us that multiple times. But how should we approach those news? First thing that happens in my heart when I hear about wars, rumors of wars, is what? Is fear, is worry, is to be worried. And something that I actually don't like. I cannot also exclude myself and close up myself, go to the mountain and live there. Obviously, I live in this world, but how should I do? How should I approach those situations? And Jesus told us something very clear in the passage of Matthew chapter 24, verses from 6 to 8. I will read it out loud to you. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And then he carries on about the prophecy that he gave to his disciples. I believe that is concerning the times to come, the end times. And maybe we're living right now in these times because he said that this is not yet the end. The end, this is just the beginning of the sorrows. Now, I don't know if this war has to do with the beginning of the sorrows. I don't know that. But I do know that we need to approach the situation the same way Jesus told us to approach this situation of war, of rumors of war, because his word is universal. His word tells us how to live, tells us how to face situations. And he told us, see that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. He told us that in a way to be trusting in his ways, to be trusting in his word. He said that the end it will not come yet, but in a way he told us not to be troubled and to trust in his word, in what he says. So a believer needs to live trusting in what God says, with full trust in what God says in his word. And he told us not to be troubled. And that reminds me of another passage found in Matthew 6:25, when he said not to worry about our life, what we will dress, what we will eat. And this seems like something so little, so small, not to be compared in a way to all other things that we can be worried about, like wars and rumors of wars. But it's something similar. We need to approach the situation in the same way. He told us in Matthew 6:25, therefore I say to you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, not about your body. For what you will put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? And he told us to approach the situations in that way. Does that mean that I mustn't do anything? That I mustn't provide for myself or for the people around me, for family, whoever has got someone to care about, to care for, children or wife or mother or father? No, he didn't tell us that, not to worry, not to do any work, not to perform anything. Of course, I will work, but at the same time, I will not be overwhelmed by these worries. At the same time, I will trust God that he will provide for me. That doesn't exclude that I mustn't worry at all, that I mustn't think for it at all. The same thing as about the war. If that situation comes to me, I currently don't live in a country directly involved in America, Iran war. No, I'm not living there. But if that war comes to me, of course, I'll do something about it. If I need to run, if I need to participate in any other way to provide for the people close to me, for their safety, I will do that. Doesn't mean that I need to be careless, that I mustn't think about it at all. No, he didn't tell me that. He tells me to leave to him, to lay down his feet, my worries, my preoccupations, and he will take care of them. So if, for example, I'm a farmer, no, I need to plant something. Of course, I'll pray God to bless that seed. Of course, I'll pray God for the rain, but I will do prepare in the same time. I don't know if you get me. So in the same way, he tells us about worries. Not to worry, not to think about what happens, because that might also make us live in a fear. And one of the enemy's weapons is actually a fear, to live in a fear, to something that could prevent us to look wholeheartedly for God, to look wholeheartedly and live wholeheartedly for His kingdom. He tells us as well in 1 Peter chapter 5, 6-7, therefore humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, that He may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon Him, for He cares for you.